Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay friends, introduce myself. My name is Iis Isnaeni. Now here I will explain about the influence of the implementation of jigsaw type cooperative learning model for chemistry learning in senior high school. Okay, listen me well. Okay my friends, now we will start explain about learning of jigsaw in senior high school. Do you know what is the learning of jigsaw? Yeah, with learning of jigsaw, the student can effective for communication, and student also can learn more active, and the student can learn with a good. Okay, next. With learning jigsaw, here there are three parts of concept. Why? Because in learning with number of material is processed down and evaluation is learning process. For the first is learning in a quantitative sense is learning in the sense related to the amount of material in learning. And B, learning in a qualitative sense is a learning in the sense related to the quality of the learning process undertaken. And the last is learning in an institutional sense is learning in the sense related to how the teacher's ability to map and organize learning, including planning, implementing, and evaluating the learning process. Okay, my friends, with learning jigsaw, here, there are the following factors that affect a student's learning outcomes, namely, student internal factors and student external factors. For the student internal factors, there are two. For the first is physiological aspect, there are physical, and the second is physiological aspect, there are intelligence, attitudes, talents, and interests. And for student external factors, there are two. For the first is social environment, and the second is non-social environment. Okay friends, now we will continue our explain. Here, these are learning models consist of 6 main stages. Namely, for the first is determine learning objectives and arrangements for implementing learning. And the second is give information to students through presentation or text. And for the third, divide students into study groups. And for the fourth, define groups and help study group. And fifth, test or conduct tests to find out the success of group achievement. And the last is appreciate both individual and group presentation. Okay friends, here these are 4 principles and characteristics of the cooperative learning models. Namely, for the first is the principle of positive dependency, and the second is individual responsibility, and the third is face-to-face interaction, and the fourth is participation and communication. Okay friends, now we will continue explain about learning of jigsaw in senior high school. Here, these are the following are some weaknesses in the cooperative learning models, including, for the first is, it is a very difficult group that can then work together in harmony. And the second is fostered fanatic feelings toward the group. And the third is lazy group members may leave everything to the group leader. And the last is many people also think that it will benefit lazy students who only really on smarter students. Okay friends, now still continue with me. Now I will explain about 4 below are the stage in the organization of type jigsaw cooperative learning. Here, these are 4 below are their stage in the organization. For the first is students are grouped in small groups. The formation of students groups can be done by teachers based on certain considerations. And if students are free to create their own groups, the students usually choose friends they like. For example, same sex, ethnicity, and fellow in their abilities. Okay friends, now we will continue for the second stage. Each group member is assigned to study a particular material. Then students or as parents stated and their respective groups meet with other members and groups who study the same material. And for the third stage, after each of these representatives can master the material assigned to them, then each representative returns his or her original group to our group. Okay friends, now we will continue to the fourth stage. Students are given tests or quizzes. This is done to find out whether student can already understand a material. Okay friends, now we will continue. These are for the following advantages of jigsaw cooperative learning. For the first is can foster a spirit of cooperation and enthusiasm in learning for students. And the second is increase motivation, mutual respect between fellow students. And for the third is providing opportunities to express ideas openly because of the limited number of students in each group. And the last is train students to be able to communicate effectively. Okay friends, now last may explain about lack of jigsaw type cooperative learning models. Following are the weaknesses of the jigsaw type cooperative learning models, including four of types. For the first is the main principle of this learning model is learning by friends themselves. This will be an obstacle due to difference in perception in understanding a concept that will be discussed together with other students. And the second, it is difficult to confine students to be able to discuss delivering material to friends if students do not have confidence. And the third, the initial use of this learning model is difficult to control. It is usually requires sufficient time and careful preparation before this learning takes place. And the last, application of this learning model when implemented in large classes more than 40 students is very difficult. Okay my friends, I think enough what I have explained to you all about learning jigsaw in senior high school. Sorry if I have some mistake to you all because I still study here. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.